Welcome to the Dare Show podcast where I talk about a bunch of stuff. But today, I have to really say, can I go back? Happy birthday to Patti LaBelle. Happy birthday to Patti LaBelle. I first want to say, I just made like a little Twitter post, like talking about Patty, because about 10 years ago, wait, I am live, right? 10 years ago in my like early 20s, I'm still in my 20s, I'm in my late 20s now. um, I was maybe depressed. I just got out of high school. I was in a very, 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 very small town. I'm still in a very small city, but I was in a smaller town. So it was very difficult to find a job and figure out what I wanted to do. And so I had always, you always know, like these legendary songs, these songs that were before you and yada, yada, yada. But I don't think my door is locked. And I think I went to sleep with my door unlocked. But all these, legendary songs by all these legendary people, and like I wasn't keen on Patti LaBelle's discography, like in her career, like I am now. When I think it was like 2011 or so. I think right before I moved to this god awful state. I don't know why I got it, but I had got this double disc CD of Patty. I think it was called it might not be the Essentials, but it's like her with the pink. It's a pink cover, but it's like from the picture is from the When a Woman Loves era, but it's not When a Woman Loves. There's no When a Woman Loves song on there, which is really weird. But anyways, and a bunch of her live songs are on there. Yeah, this was when I was in like high school, actually. A bunch of her live songs are on there. If Got to Be Real is on there with Mariah, Somewhere Over the Rainbow from The One Night Only, and then If You Don't Know Me By Now is on there. And I just like really fell in love with those songs and listen, like incredible. That was my first like solo Patty moment outside of like, the radio. And then fast forward to, a couple years later when I um, really discovered her voice and her talent and her ear. Like she has such an amazing ear. It's so crazy the way she will tackle a song. That's the more I love. You never know how she's gonna tackle a song. And it just like it always ends up very well. She definitely makes the song her own. And I specifically remember like comments of I Have Nothing when she did a tribute, I think maybe the Essence Awards it was, to Whitney when Whitney wasn't there. And it was like a bunch of stopping and going and holding all the notes. And I'm like, it's just classic Patti LaBelle, like holding the note, doing the opera. And I really appreciate Patti LaBelle's voice because I can't really think of any other singer who has this, any other black singer, black female, let alone, male, any black singer who has this operatic structure to her voice, bringing that to R&B music. If Only You Knew is like probably something similar I can say, but just live. You notice it's so weird. I can name probably like 2 or 3 songs maybe even 2 at the most, that Patti like has brought. The Patti will do her opera, high note like ending moments to a song. It's mostly live she does it, but like studio wise, she doesn't do it. And I always wonder what was that, like strategic? Were they like, was the sound off? Was the sound not like picking it up right? What it was the reason why she never, like, it's always live. It's never like on the studio versions. I don't, that's so weird. But anyways, she like that's the most the thing. The most important thing that I love about her is like she has brought this God given talent because nobody else, maybe like Whitney, but like I don't feel like any other like R&B singer has that operatic thing, and they brought it to like R&B, and it's just so beautiful. It meshes so well. Um, I've done plenty of reviews about her albums and her little Christmas specials. You can check that out on the YouTube on my channel, on this YouTube The Dare Show podcast channel, or Spotify. I think it's still up there, Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Um, I'm done doing like my favorite top 5 or whatever because I feel like I've done it all. I just want to just extend my gratitude and love to Patti LaBelle on her 79th birthday today. Um, I really need to get her book. I read her book, but I need to go and purchase the book. Yeah, I need to do that. Anything else I want to say about Patti? Oh, she's very underrated, even till still today. I don't know if it's like, I don't want to say it like that, but I don't know if it's like management. I don't know if it's what, but like Patti, like I said last week, I think it was, or 2 weeks ago, or 2 episodes ago, Patti is still underrated in terms of like getting the accolades that I think, that her other, that she deserves and that her other peers are getting. Shaka has a musical. I think Shaka is being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I forgot to say that, but I believe she is. Gladys and Aretha and Tina and what was in her group? Diana. They all have the Kennedy Center honor. It's just like, oh my gosh. It's like these like bigger things that, her her peers have accomplished or gotten. It's, Patty still is, I think there was like a touch and go with a movie for a moment. It's just like, what's going on? Okay, anyways, but happy birthday to Patti LaBelle. I love you. I love your talent. I love your music. Um, I'll just say Burnin', When a Woman Loves is like my favorite albums. Um, Classic Moments is another great album. People rag on your voice. Even today, I get nervous, like, how is she gonna sound now? But she always pulls through and the voice always comes through. Let me say something about Kim Kardashian. Who said Kardashian? I forget, somebody said Kim Kardashian and her kids. Um, it was like the headline was she cries herself to sleep because she's a single parent, and I'm like, nobody told you to have all them damn kids. That's what I don't understand. Why do people have so many fucking kids? I don't mean to say it like that, but why do people have so many kids? Okay, sure, you can take care of them financially, but like, she's crying herself to sleep every night because she's a single parent. And I think she's a single parent. She's not, these fake single parents where, the girl on Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. She was like, I'm a single parent, but my kid, he's with his dad this week and with my mom. I'm like, no, you're not a single parent. A single parent is what my mom was. A single parent is what Kim Kardashian kind of, I think, is. I don't think Kanye is really in. I don't want to say it like that, but I guess he's not really in their lives like that. And I'm just like, didn't Kanye say he didn't really want the last like one or two? So I'm just like, why does she have all these kids? It's weird. It's weird. And people wanted you to make feel bad for homegirl, but no. Nobody told you to have all them damn kids. And you didn't even have them all. I mean, like, you didn't have to like even do it. It's not like you got accidentally pregnant. Like you went and did in vitro with a surrogate. Like, let's talk about Beyonce's deity. Matthew talks too much. Knowles is talking a little bit too much now. Um, Let me find it. A screenshot. He's talking about Destiny's Child. Last week he was talking about Beyonce and her being a bad math student. This week he's talking about Destiny's Child on a reunion album or whatever. It's a decision that the ladies would have to make. I think the fans will be just overjoyed, overwhelmed, and hopefully they do one last time in their career. Hopefully they give one last album. He told us that they do have one last album on the table in their contract or whatever you call it. It's funny because like first of all, nobody's talking about when it's okay. It's funny because when the media asked Kelly and Michelle, because Beyonce don't talk to nobody, when the media asked Kelly and Michelle about a Destiny's Child, anything, it's really like a reunion, a tour. I don't think they're like mentioned like an album. Do we need another Destiny's Child album? It would be cute, but it's not necessary. Like that's how I feel like I've said this about Patti LaBelle. Do we need another Patti LaBelle album? No, it's not. It'll be cute, but it's not necessary. Like we can definitely get a live album out of Patti, which I'm always campaigning for. Happy birthday, girl! Give us a live album. But other than that, we don't need like any like live. We don't need any new music from them. Just give us a tour. They have plenty of songs that they have not sang ever before. That could be fun to sing. Just give us a tour. I don't know why Matthew's talking about this. I guess he wants financially, maybe he'll gain something from this. Because I was just like, why does he keep talking about this? I'm kind of tired of Matthew talking about Destiny's Child. After he's done all three of them dirty. Okay. There was this interview. What do you guys think? Do you guys want another Destiny's Child album? I don't think it's necessary. What would it sound like? If that is the case, no shade. We need less of Beyonce and more of the other two singers, Kelly and Michelle, because they can sing too. Whatever. Or is that going against the Destiny's Child sound? Oprah. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Oprah. The Color Purple trailer came out. I think most of the reaction was positive and excited. It's a remake, I think, with like a twist or something. I don't know. And I'm just thinking like they should have just like made it modern. Because we're going back into like a time where I thought we were kind of done talking about or like the racism and certain aspects. I feel like they could have made it modern. Like I don't want to see Fantasia looking like Miss Seeley from 1984, but whatever. I'm just like, Oprah is always like garnered for the color purple. I'm just like, damn, girl. It's getting old. It's getting tired. Like every entity of the color purple you're going to be a part of and promote. It's weird. It's slightly weird, but okay, whatever. Okay. I got into a little beef, a little action this week, a couple of days ago, with these new Beyonce fans. I don't really understand them. You can't say anything negative about them, about her, without getting like harassed. It was literally harassment. Because after this interaction I had, they were still like commenting on my timeline and stuff that I was commenting on about her. And it's like, I'm a fan. I don't know if you know that, but like I adore her just as much as you might do. So I'm just like, I don't understand why I'm getting like this weird backlash. And there's not backlash, this weird like reaction from certain fans. There was this post about her selling out whatever stadium she was in a couple of days ago. And I think it was Cardiff. No, Edurf, whatever. I don't know. It started with the E in England. And the post was just like, Beyonce, Beyonce sold out another crowd, not too bad for like a 90s artist a 90s artist. And so I'm like, a 90s artist? Now, I didn't become like I was aware of Destiny's Child. I'm 20, how old am I? 28. I was definitely aware of Destiny's Child via my cousin. And that was in like the early 2000s, like Survivor, right? I was aware of Dangerously in Love, Crazy in Love. And then I was aware of later, I think towards the end of Destiny's Child, I was aware of Destiny Fulfilled. And then that's when I really became like a fan. Well, okay, that's when I really take a notice. And then eventually became a fan. B-Day is where I really went hard. Dreamgirls was coming out. I'm a fan. Okay, listen, I don't have to prove my fan card. So for me, I don't necessarily see her as a 90s artist, especially when they came out. It was like 97, 98, whatever. They came out in the late 90s. So I don't consider her, okay, technically, yes, I guess technicalities are she debuted in the late 90s. But I'm like, I feel like you're trying to call her old without saying it and saying this old bitch can sell out another stadium. But I'm just like, I literally don't know who is saying Beyonce is not selling out these stadiums. I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from, because that's all I see. I've seen it a couple of times since, this recent tour has started. And I'm just like, I don't understand where this is coming from. Why are you guys saying that, oh, another sold out stadium? I'm like, duh. No shit. Like, do you know who this is? Like, when was the last time like she didn't have a sold out concert tour? When was the last time? People love this lady, whether they like the music or not, or the recent music or not. So I'm just like, why do you guys have to keep like proving and saying? Because the only reason why I was like confused and it's bothersome because I'm just like, why are you using this verbiage to prove a point, to prove your point? Why are you calling her a 90s artist, making her seem old? I feel like you're just making her seem old, and it's weird. Like, I don't see her as a 90s artist. I can see if she, because I feel like her trailblazing and her success was really in the 2000s, like, or I guess like 1999 onwards. And like, I only know her as, I don't know her really from Destiny's Child like that. I really know her mainly as Beyonce from B-Day and I Am Sasha Fierce and Four and all these movies and the acting and, the Dangerously in Love of it all. So I'm just like, I know her as a a post 2000 artist, not even trying to like date her. Like that's the whole thing was, I felt like these stans and these newer fans, they're weird, okay? And then they're also just like trying to prove a point by calling her a 90s artist. Instead of saying this old bitch has sold out the stadium again. I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't understand. That's all I gotta say. And then, like I said, I was then harassed like afterwards about certain things I was saying. Oh, look at this. They were like, look at this person talking. Are you still talking about her? You still, yeah, it was like, you're still talking about her. Yes, I'm a fan. I like Beyonce. Okay, so then I was looking at the choreography last night and I quickly wrote this in. I think the choreography on this tour is very replicated from the visuals. Like, I think we saw a clip of, I think in the interludes, we're seeing different clips of certain videos. And then like, let me say on one thing at a time. Church Girl, okay, I think during Church Girl, there's like this scene where her walking down the pews or down the aisle of the church. And then the dancers are like kind of on the side of her / in front of her. And then I kind of feel like when she's singing Church Girl, there's a stained glass mirror behind her. And then the dancers are walking down the stairs and then here she comes. I feel like, certain things are like replicated from the videos. And then Cozy. So like from Cozy into Alien Superstar, she sings, I don't think I've ever said Alien Superstar out loud in my life. I think that was like the first time. She does like this, like, it's like this camp, I guess, dramatic, fun, cozy, with a pillow and a blanket thingy choreography into the pillow and blanket, which is hilarious. Situation that she goes on. And I think that also might have something to do with like the music video. Like, does Cozy take us into Alien Superstar? And it's like she wakes up and it's into this other world. I don't know, but it is making me excited. And I think we've seen more and more clips from the music videos, and it's making me actually excited because I feel like this is going to be a cohesive story in a way that maybe some of her other projects probably weren't. Like, I definitely feel like Self-Titled started off as a story, but then it kind of was like, where are we going with this? Not in a bad way, because everything visually was very beautiful. Also, Black is King, I was very critical of because I'm like, okay, I was very confused about the story. I'm like, where is this going? Who is she playing? What is the is it wasn't really connecting for me, but it was all there, definitely very beautiful. Somebody also said last night that she owns her masters, and I'm like, I need a second. I need a second source for that. Like Rihanna, I think somebody told us Rihanna owns her masters. I need a second source for Beyonce to own her masters because I don't believe that. I think it's not that easy, even for Beyonce. I can't imagine, even for Beyonce, that it would be easy. You know, after Anita Baker was like, they told me they were gonna give me my masters, and them niggas said they did, and then niggas didn't, and so she had to like fight and pay for it. Um, Somebody said that last night. I was like, what? And then they were like, she funded her own tour or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that means, but whatever. So yeah, I'm trying to think of any other. I don't think any other like, or maybe she's just like bringing it to life, like Alien Superstar and Cozy. She's just bringing it to life. But like I'm very excited. I wasn't like some days I'm just like sometimes I'm just like okay whatever. We're going almost a year without seeing like a music video from this lady. And then like I've also said like I feel like not even I feel like there's something definitely happened that prevented them from finishing or from getting them all to come out because even and then there's like I keep going back to that plastic off the sofa clip. I don't know if it was fake. I don't know if it was real, but there's like that plastic off the sofa clip, and it looked completely different the from the teaser stuff that she had previously released. So I'm like, are we going into a different world? Are we doing like completely different? Did they scrap the first set of music videos? Like, what happened? And I guess we'll never know. But anyways, thank you so much for listening to the Dare Show podcast. I appreciate everyone for listening. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Do you want another Destiny Child album? I don't. Um, why do these fans need to call Beyonce a 90s artist just to prove their point? That the point is already proven because the proof is in the pudding, honey. I gotta go. Thank you so much for listening. Happy birthday, Patti LaBelle. Leave your favorite Patti LaBelle song or album or moment down below. Okay, a favorite Patti LaBelle moment. Patti LaBelle is absolutely hilarious. But my favorite Patti LaBelle moment I read something was her singing Purple Rain to Prince and kicking off her shoe in the audience and he catching it. Like that was such a cute, beautiful moment. And they always had like a cute relationship from her perspective because I don't think he really talked about her. Speaking of Prince and my favorites, I Hear Your Voice is my absolutely favorite Patti LaBelle song ever.